So I've always said I was going to talk about this when maybe when I'm chanced or when I'm less busy. So today is the day. I know many of you are opportunity to have a good childhood. You guys have maybe both parents and or most of you have one parent and maybe they are trying for themselves. But as for me, my story is different entirely. So I lost my dad when I was 3, and my mom had to step up. She was the one taking care of us. So, it's crazy. Like, that's why I call my mentor my mom till today, because I've seen my mom go through the worst, go through crazy stuff, you understand? Go through pain, and she was still standing. She was still taking care of us. She was still making sure that we get fed. So if you feel that, like anytime I feel that okay, I'm down, I'll just remember my mom and I'll be like, fuck it. If my mom cannot die, even if I cannot die, because I know I haven't went through quarter of what my mom went through. You understand? So it's just I'll just say fuck it, I'm lazy because my mom is just I don't know, she's a superwoman. So that's why she's my mentor. That's why I just feel I got that hustling spirit from her because you understand, every time I'm always striving, every time I'm always working, always wanted to do better, always wanted to get the bag and stuff like that. So it's crazy, yeah. So about my childhood, as I was saying, it was tough, it was hard, but I didn't like my childhood. Why? Because of I was broke. I was so broke that I didn't even have money to buy lunch when I go to school. But I usually my mom what one thing about my mom is that she cooks for us and that's what she does. Like she doesn't like giving. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't like or she does not have, but she does not give us money to school. So most of the time we usually trek to school. I understand. So it's always it's always just me looking at other people buying foods and tasty time and everything at the break time. You understand? And I didn't like that shit. Like I was so pissed. So what I did was that I started hustling. That's why if I tell some people I started hustling when I was 9 or 10, they don't believe me because I don't I don't know how many times I'm going to say this, but that's just the truth because I wanted money and I was young though. So let me tell you guys this story. So the first time I wanted to go and work because I needed money, I was in primary school then. I think I was in primary 5 or primary 6 then. But I needed money. I was like, fuck, I need to make money. So I saw all those people that used to rent chairs, canopy for parties and stuff like that. So it was at that motion side. So I went there. So I will go in the morning, we help them to go and set up the tents, arrange the chairs and stuff like that. So in the evening, after the party, we'll go there and go and pack up and stuff like that. So while packing up, and it was my first day actually, but while packing up, we spent a lot of time there. And as I checked the time was after 10, and I didn't have a phone. I didn't have because I was young now. I didn't have money to buy a phone then. So I was already scared already because I know my mom is going to be looking for me because literally I think I was 10 years old then. You understand? Because she thought they've kidnapped me already. But me I was already scared because it was my first time staying out late. So when I came back from the work, people were already looking for me up and down. I was even crying because I knew that it was late as fuck. You understand? Because everywhere was so silent when I was coming back home. But when I reached home, I chopped beating. Oh. They too beat me, man. But I just told my mom that I went to work and stuff like that. Guess how much they paid me? 300 naira. I was paid 300 naira for that amount of work. But it was crazy because I needed money for real because I wanted to buy stuff too. You know, so I've seen other kids buy stuff and I couldn't buy it. It was just so heartbreaking for me. I was like, fuck it. I need to go and find something to do. So me say if I will a guide now. Because what the fuck? I want guide too. Like, you understand? It was crazy, but so since that day, I started hustling, and it was just back to back hustle. You understand? But I just feel that that's one of the things I don't like about my childhood. And also, it taught me a lot of things. It taught me how to save. It taught me how to like not give up, and I learned a lot of things too. But and I feel those things I learned like developed my character now because I'm a very I don't want to credit myself too much, but I feel I'm very disciplined. I'm very disciplined in anything I do because I usually think a lot. I'm a deep thinker, so I think a lot in anything I do. So you understand? I just feel it was that childhood trauma and stuff like that. You understand? And I don't like being lazy. But I know the lazy is much more now, but before I don't like being lazy. So I just feel, but laziness get type O. You get type A and type B. My own laziness no be that kind bad laziness, you understand? But I hate being lazy, you understand? But that discipline, that that stages I passed through when I was younger, you understand, developed me to the man I am today. And I can proudly say it's paid off because I feel those lessons I learned when I was younger, those discipline that I was just stacking up. I was just thinking it's just normal thing. I was just stacking up, and it later paid off because when I got the leverage that I needed, I learned like those discipline protected me from doing some type of mistakes, from jumping more than I can. You understand? Jumping into conclusion. You understand? Because I feel there's a stage in everybody's life that you're going to see some kind of money that okay, this money is not going to, you understand, it's not that type of small money again. You understand? But my discipline made me know how to handle the money. I wasn't freaked out. You understand? I wasn't happy. I was just instead of me being happy, I was scared. Imagine you having money, like you've dreamt of having plenty money and you later had the money and you're scared. That's what happened to me literally. I was just scared. I didn't want to spend the money finish. I was first, you know, not having money is going to like make you feel insecure. I feel you understand that scarcity mindset is going to be crazy. So when I had money, I was always scared, like, okay, I don't want this money to finish you. You understand that type of mindset, you understand? So instead of me being happy that I had money, I was literally scared. So I feel that also helped me, you understand? But anyhow, Sha, but that discipline helped me a lot in saving, always going for the right thing, always doing the right thing and stuff like that. But still, I like my childhood and I don't like my childhood, but I just like the discipline that came with it, the lessons. But I don't like the traumas and the pain. You understand? But in every advantage, there's a disadvantage. So I just feel I learned a lot and I disliked a lot. See you guys on the next one then. This video doesn't too long. Bye.